What is up, guys? Madden here. Today we are doing week 14 of the NFL season here for the Lions franchise. We are 9-3. Next people in the hunt are the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings at 6-6 in our division. So all we really need to do is lead our division and we'll make the playoffs very easily. As you can see the Buccaneers are throwing on some throwback jerseys this week at home against the Detroit Lions. Now this game is an exciting one. Cannot wait to see how it plays out. Hopefully we can build off of last week's performance. As looking high in the sky, we are going to get this thing started here with 1st and 10. Jameis Winston. It's a play action pass. And Winston, he's scrambling and he throws it deep. Intercepted by Nevin Lawson. I do not think that throw was really necessary. Jameis Winston, too early, as it was about one of the first plays of the game. Now we're on offense, 2nd and 5. Stafford making a good decision, finding Ebron. No one is playing safety back there. And Ebron, he could be going all the way, and he does. Touchdown, Detroit. Already, Eric Ebron has 1,000 yards this season, as he is starting off the game very well with a huge reception for a touchdown. As look at that. It was a handoff to Doug Martin, but it was just shut down by Jared Davis, the rookie middle linebacker. And look at that, just rejected by Reeves-Maybin. He's been a good player off the bench for Alex Anzalone, who did get injured earlier this season, as there's Theo Riddick finding a hole and cutting in, getting the first down for Detroit. Now second, it's 3rd and 12 now, as look at that play action pass, trying to find someone open. We're scrambling a little bit, and we're trying to think we can make it by running it in. Was not a good idea, as it's 4th and 6, we're punting it obviously. But now 3rd and 6, as the first 2 plays have been successful. We've been successful stopping them. Now Winston finding an underneath route. Looks like O.J. Howard was the one who caught the ball, and they get the first down and potentially have time to drive up the field. As look at that, shut down again, this time by Eddie Goldman, the former Chicago Bear. Of course, now is traded to the Detroit Lions in a blockbuster trade. As 3rd and 7, Winston was forced to dump that one off to Deshaun Jackson, but Deshaun Jackson picks up the first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now another 1st and 10. We think it's a run, so we were blitzing with Jared Davis. Wide open, Chris Godwin, and he just gets popped by Wilson Sr., the safety in the back at this time. Now 1st and 10 once again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're really driving on this drive. They are getting down the field, but we shut down Doug Martin once again with this sometimes good, sometimes bad run defense, as that's a close call. I don't know how that went. Doug Martin might have gotten the first down. It's not. It's 4th and inches. Wow, that was a very close call. If I were the coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I would call for a challenge immediately. Anyways, here we are for the field goal, and the field goal is in. And Tampa Bay, on something they've struggled all season in real life, they finally made themselves a field goal in Madden. Now play action pass, 2nd drive for the Lions, and Eric Ebron gets the reception once again, and he looks like he is going to go all the way. There he goes, he has the speed. Touchdown, Eric Ebron once again. 10th receiving touchdown of the season. And Eric Ebron just has all the big plays so far in the first half of action. 3rd and 5 now. We might be getting the ball back. It's a screen pass, but Winston has to throw it out of bounds. The pressure was just too much for Winston, and Winston really couldn't find anything there. 1st and 10, getting the ball back. Trying to find a play that works right now. We're saying, let's go with this play. Stafford, under pressure, finds Eric Ebron. Another big reception. 174 yards for Matthew Stafford already in the first half. And you already see Ebron has a lot of yards after the catch. That's really what is helping this team today, as Tariq Cohen gets a nice 9-yard run. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Who are we going to? We don't know as we throw it out. Amir Abdullah. What a huge catch. And we're now stopped at the 2-yard line. Stafford has 201 yards and 2 touchdowns. Make that 3 as Ebron, left uncovered, gets his 3rd touchdown of the game. And now he ties Rob Gronkowski's 2015 touchdown record with 11 on the season. As there's Doug Martin. That was a nice handoff to the left. And Martin redeeming himself after some very bad runs today in this game. As there's Mike Evans, the trusty receiver of the Buccaneers, picking up the 1st down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As 3rd and 7, something that the Buccaneers have found themselves into too many times today. Picks up the 1st down once again with Deshaun Jackson. 1st and 10. Jameis Winston, it's a play action. Pressure coming. Wide open O.J. Howard. We're going to challenge that. It did not look like he had both feet in. Look at that. When he had possession, when the receiver had possession, both of his feet were out of bounds. There was no doubt about that for me. I thought it was a very credible call, but apparently this game really just does not recognize that. They call it a 1st down anyways. Even though both his feet were out of bounds, we'll just give the refs whatever. As look at that! Jameis Winston, even when he's hit, makes the great, fantastic throw to Huff. And that gives Jameis the 1st down. And now a play action once again, but the pressure was there. Jalen Reeves-Maybin gets the sack. 2nd and 18. The next play. Do we get another sack? No! Yes, we do, actually. Kerry Hyder Jr. gets the sack. He's currently leading the team in sacks. I think that was his 11th. I'm not totally sure about that. This is 3rd and 25. It's a dump off to Sims the 3rd. Charles Sims just could not pick the 1st down. And Lions calling timeout. They want to get the ball back. As field goal is good. Tampa Bay making 2 field goals in this game. Very surprised Nick Folk did not miss that one wide left or wide right. As Stafford, the pressure is near. He throws it off to Marvin Jones Jr., the leading wide receiver for this team. And Marvin Jones got stopped at the 1-yard line. And you think, oh, it's going to Ebron probably. No, we're going to Juju Smith-Schuster for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdowns in the 1st half. If we keep this up, Matthew Stafford could be the NFC Player of the Week. As we need to show this Hail Mary at the end of the 1st half. Intercepted by Darius Slay off of the tipped pick. And now Slay has a chance to return it for a touchdown, but no, he doesn't. That would be a great stat line for Darius Slay. As that is the end of the 1st half. Lions offense dominating the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers are getting held in check from the Lions defense. As we get the ball back at the beginning of the 1st half, or at the beginning of the 2nd half, and Tariq Cohen just glides his way into a 10-yard gain and a 1st down. Now a little bit of trickery. You thought that right man had gotten the ball, but it was actually a fake handoff and a throw to Ebron. But there's an injury on the field. We'll have to check back into that later as Riddick gets the handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick. Great job staying up. He usually does that in the red zone. Pretty good red zone runner. And there it is. Marvin Jones, bruised sternum, will not return in this game. That's a blow. But, oh my God, Doug Martin destroying that defender on the truck. But Marvin Jones, hopefully he'll be fine. Hopefully he'll be back for next game, because we do love the presence of Marvin Jones as Jordan Howard beats off Wilson in the coverage and gets the 1st down. 3rd and 5. Looks like another screen, but Winston has to throw it out of bounds. The coverage was just too well from this Lions defense. And there's a missed field goal. And Wilson Sr. has been making some tackles this game. And it looks like he's going to return it for a touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Lions are dominating this game right now. And I really hope they don't stop right now, because they do not want to blow a lead like the Falcons did in the Super Bowl, as there's a deep throw intercepted by Nevin Lawson, his second interception. That throw was intended for Mike Evans, could not be completed, just a little bit underthrown, and Nevin Lawson was in position for the interception. 1st and 10, Stafford. The pass rush gets to him, sacked by Gerald McCoy, the general of this defensive line. 3rd and 6, Matthew Stafford dropping back, finding a running receiver. It's Tate. 1st down, but Golden Tate looks to be injured. That's 2 of our top receivers on this team injured in the same game. As 1st and 10, we find Tariq Cohen on a nice route, but there's a flag on the play, unfortunately, and it is holding on our offensive line. Taylor Decker, our left tackle, held, and so that'll force 1st and 20. We get 5 yards on the next play, so it leaves us with 2nd and 15, and Stafford can't find anything. He's got to run, and Stafford really should have stepped out of bounds due to the immense amount of injuries we've had this game. 3rd and 3 now with a limited receiving corps, and Matthew Stafford gets popped by Spence, and that'll have to force a punt for the Detroit Lions. But don't worry, their defense is still as healthy as ever, except maybe for the linebacker situation. Doug Martin gets stopped behind the line by Nevin Lawson. Nevin Lawson's been having himself a pretty big game this game. And look at that, just an errant throw on 3rd down by Jameis Winston under pressure. As here we are, 1st and 10. Tate is back in the game. He is fine, it seems. As look at that, Tariq Cohen gets all the blocks, and he just dashes through the hole in a one-horse open sleigh. There we go, touchdown, Tariq Cohen. Cohen breaking off a 71-yard touchdown, and we might have ourselves a new #1 running back here in Detroit, even though Coach Richard likes to have multiple running backs used in a game time situation, as Doug Martin gets the 1st down off of that nice 10-yard reception. 3rd and 6, Jameis Winston finding Deshaun Jackson underneath. Going on the underneath route. It's 3rd and 5 now. It's a handoff up the middle for Charles. Charles could not get the 1st down. Tariq Cohen, though, he runs up 8 yards, gets the touchdown. Not the touchdown, but the 1st down. I am getting confused. My words are getting just mixed up. Stafford, though, he just found Golden Tate on that amazing throw. And it looks like Stafford does want to have a great stat line going into next week, maybe getting an NFC Player of the Week, as we find Ebron once again. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford finding Juju Smith-Schuster for his 2nd touchdown of the day, and that is going to end this game pretty much. Scores 56-9, and I think we're gonna keep going, try and get those yards. It's a deep pass for Kenny Galladay, and Galladay hangs on as the game clock rolls off. Matthew Stafford, 450 yards, 5 touchdowns. What a huge performance by Matthew Stafford. Really just dominating the game today against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers only have gotten 9 points the entire game. That's 3 field goals for you. As Matthew Stafford, 56 points on the board. Stafford did a great job in commanding this offense. Of course, the passing game really opened up for the running game. Tariq Cohen, 71-yard touchdown. Very notable. 21 points in the 2nd quarter alone. That's very impressive for you. As look at that, Matthew Stafford, perfect passer rating. 5 touchdowns, 450 yards, 92% completion. Doug Martin had 2.6 yards per carry. Tariq Cohen, an amazing game, 114 yards. Riddick, 35 yards and a touchdown. Good job by him. Cohen did have a fumble, though, so that is a little notable why we don't let him be the #1 receiver or the #1 running back, as Ebron, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards in the season. Marvin Jones, 61 yards, Tate, 5 receptions, 58 yards. I mean, it's just a great stat line for these receivers. Galladay, 47 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 24 yards and 2 touchdowns. Amir Abdul and Theo Riddick each had a reception apiece in this offense. Marvin Jones, we still don't know about him. The bruised sternum. We won't really know until after the game, even though this is post-commentary. Jared Davis had himself a dropped pass. I don't know how. But on the defensive side, total tackles, 8 for Reeves-Maybin, 2 tackles for loss from Nevin Lawson, some sacks. Nevin Lawson, 2 interceptions. Darius Slay had 1. Forced fumbles? No, I don't think so. And a touchdown from Tavon Wilson Sr. Good job from our defense, but we need to look at the injury report and see what's happened. Eddie Goldman's out for 5 weeks. Eddie Goldman did get injured in the middle of gameplay. Therefore, because he's not on the injury report, Marvin Jones is not injured. As Stafford having a great game, great stat line for the season. I'm showing up the stats right now. I'm not going to go over all of them because that would be just hell. I don't even know what Stafford's really said. I mean, I couldn't really read Stafford's. It was just, those 5 touchdowns really helped. Eric Ebron leading in yards on the team and touchdowns. Golden Tate, hopefully we can get him more involved in the offense. We do have about 3 weeks left of the regular season, so we'll just have to see how we do it. I don't think we can get Golden Tate to 1,000 yards. I mean, it's just not in the realm of possibility. But Marvin Jones, we can see about getting him 1,000 yards. Look at that. Kyle Hyder, 12 sacks on the year. Jared Davis, 3 interceptions. 2 of those were pick sixes. I think he is currently leading the team in Defensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're enjoying this content, hope you do. But guys, that's going to be it. Enjoy the episodes. See you later.